Hi everyone, welcome to another class of yoga with Carlton. So sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit. Align the back of skull with sacrum and let your arms rest onto your thighs. And feel for lifting your belly, lift diaphragm, lift chest. Close your eyes. Give yourself a moment just to let go from what has been your day so far. And feel now for being in a space, a safe space, a space that allows you just to be. Activate your feet and spread the toes, spread the balls of your feet so that you're beginning to feel every part of you. So give yourself this moment now and notice how your body feels. Noticing the energy that is moving through you now. So as you go through your class today, keep the focus very much on yourself. Do not allow yourself to be distracted by anything externally or internally. Try not to distract yourself. Stay very focused on your practice. Stay very focused on your breath and each stage of the pose. Also, if you have any injuries, be mindful of the injuries that you have and work in such a way so that you're not aggravating injuries. It's preferable that you work at 70% rather than 100 or 110% so that you're keeping yourself safe. With Ujjayi, so inhale through the nose as you breathe, inhale for 7, and then feel your ribs as they open out towards the side. Your chest will lift. And exhale, exhale completely. Pulling belly in at the end of the exhale and just holding the breath. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your belly. Ground down into sit bone. As you inhale, lengthen spine. So lengthen lower ribs away from waist. Keep inhaling. As you lengthen mid ribs away from lower ribs, keep inhaling. As you lengthen upper ribs away from mid ribs. And exhale, exhale, relax your jaw. At the end of the exhale, pull belly in. As your belly pulls in, your diaphragm will open, your chest will lift. Relax your belly and then breathe. Breathe to the back of your heart and feeling for energizing heart with breath. Hold the breath you're holding for 7. Your feet are active. And exhale, exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your belly in at the end of the exhale and really feel for that lengthening, that open up into spine. On the next breath, as you inhale, lift chest. So lift your chest, lift your collarbones, feel that lengthening out and up. Holding on to the breath and allow the breath to do its work as it invigorates your cell tissues. And exhale, exhaling completely. And inhale, release. Bring the soles of your feet together, flex your toes back towards your shins, and bring your hands back behind you for a chest opener. So on your fingertips, lift chest and feel as if you're pushing the floor away. From here, take a deep breath. Inhale through the nose, inhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands forward of your shins, and then strong exhale through your mouth. Exhale completely. Tuck the chin to chest, and then pull your belly in. Pull it in, pull it up. Spreading your ribs. Spread diaphragm, and keep feeling as if you're hollowing your belly out. Your shoulders, let them relax down away from your ears. And release. Push the floor away. Breathe in as you come on back up. And again, deep breath. Inhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Holding for 10. Now feel for directing the energy of the breath to your spot. And then notice how your spot feels as you direct it there, as you give this attention. Bring your hands forward and exhale. Exhale completely. Chin tucks in, belly pulls back. Pull it in, pull it up. Spread ribs, spread diaphragm. Keep feeling for hollowing your belly out. Inhale, release. Push the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way on back up. Your next pose is seated side bend with one leg straight. So straighten your left leg. And reach your right foot forward. Sorry, tuck your right foot in so that the heel is by the groin. Your left foot is reaching forward and spreading the toes and spreading the balls of your foot. If you can go further, then you have the option of bringing your right foot back so that the right knee, the right heel is by your glute. Now activate your feet, spread the toes. Bring your right hand back and grab hold of your right ankle with your right hand, or the fingertips are to the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Feel for open out for the left side of your body. Exhale, bring your left arm down on the inside of left leg and relax your left ear to left shoulder. Now feel as if you're pushing the floor away with your left arm as you're lifting those side ribs away from your left hip. If you're not holding your right ankle with right hand, lift your right hand up and then reach it back so it's about 10 inches away from the floor. Then breathe in and lift your belly away from pelvis. Lift your diaphragm, lift chest. And exhale, glide your right shoulder away from your right ear. Breathe into the right side of your neck, deep breath. And exhale, relax your jaw. Chin lower slightly towards the left side of chest. On the next breath, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you glide your right shoulder down, glide your sit bone back. Chest open up. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky, fingers spread. Exhale as you arc your chest forward, reaching your right arm straight back. Breathe into the back of heart and energize your heart, breathing right between shoulder blades. And exhale as you're lengthening that right arm back. On the next breath, breathe in, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, lengthening your right arm over right ear. Deep breath, lengthen out of your left side. Now keep feeling for pushing the floor away with your left hand. And as you reach, exhale, reach your right arm forward over right ear, but glide your right sit bone back. Deep breath, spread your lungs as you spread your ribs out towards your armpits. And exhale as you fold forward over your left thigh, shin. Chest is moving towards your shin. As you breathe, spread the breath into your lower back. And exhale as you're folding forward. Breathe into your area and feel for energizing your area with this breath. And as you breathe out, you're letting your body melt forward. Feet are still active. One more breath into your spot. Deep breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Push the floor away. Use your hands. Push the floor away as you come all the way on up. And then change sides. Straighten your right leg. Your right leg is reaching straight forward. Your feet are active. Toes are spreading. Your left foot is tucked in so that the heel is by the groin and the foot presses against your thigh. You have the option of bringing your left foot back so that your left heel is by your glutes. If you're taking your heel back, reach your left hand back, grab hold of the ankle, otherwise the fingertips are to the floor. Press down into right sit bone, breathe in, stretching your right arm up. Exhale, bring your right arm down on the inside of right leg and relax your right ear with your right shoulder. If you're not holding left ankle with left hand, lift your left hand up and then reach it back. It's about 12 inches from floor. Then breathe in and lift your right ribs away from right hip. As you exhale, glide your right shoulder down. Feel as if you're pushing the floor away with your right hand, so keep lifting out of right side. Now breathe. As you breathe, lift your belly, diaphragm, lift chest, all lengthening up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from left ear. On the next breath, release your left arm and reach your left arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, as you arc your chest forward, reaching your left arm straight back for chest opener. Breathe into the back of your heart. Energize your heart with this breath. As you breathe out, as you send your left arm back, feels as if you're taking bone away from bone. Inhale, reach your left arm up to sky. Exhale, lengthen your left arm forward over your left ear. As you breathe, lift your side ribs away from your right hip. As you exhale, as you send your left arm forward, send your left sit bone back to floor. Deep breath, expand your ribs wide to armpits. So feel you're opening your lungs, stretching your lungs open with this breath. And as you exhale, you're folding forward so the hands are down to the floor, either side of your right leg. Breathe in and lift belly away from top of right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. Breathe into lower back and lengthening your ribs away from sacrum. And exhale as you fold. Take a breath into your spot and using this breath to really soothe your area with this breath. And exhale as you fold. Use your hands, breathe in, push the floor away as you come all the way on back up. And then release your legs. You're coming into your abdominal sequence now, starting with elbow to knee. So you'll be lying down on your back. Your hands will be clasped behind your head and neck. If your back is tweaky, the soles of your feet will be on the floor. So your pose is... So lying down onto your back, hands are clasped behind head and neck. And if your back is tweaky, the soles of your feet are staying on the floor. From here, you press your lower back down, and then you breathe in, you lift your head, shoulder blades up. You hold the breath. As you exhale, you curl your tailbone up. Your elbows are to left knee. Your belly is in. If you can go further, lift your left foot up. And if you can go further, straighten that left leg. As you inhale, you're back to center, and exhale, place your foot to the floor. If your back is not tweaky and you want to work to the full expression of the pose, your feet are off the floor, the knees are bent, knees aligned with hips, heels are just below the knees, and toes are flexed to shins. From here, you're pressing your lower back down to the floor, and inhale, lift your head, shoulder blades up, away from floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up and reach both elbows to left knee. Now reach your right leg forward. You're reaching out, so the foot is reaching out at 45 degrees angle. Pull belly in and press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to right knee. Reach your left leg forward. Spread the toes. Reach forward with the ball of your left foot. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press the top rim of the sacrum down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Now reach your right leg forward. Relax your right hip. Send your right thigh forward away from waist. Pull lower belly in. Feel as if you're hugging the ribs down onto belly and you press in your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to right knee. And send your left leg forward. Relax your left hip. Send your thigh bone forward away from that hip. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Now reach your right leg forward. Relax your right hip. And then lower your right foot all the way down to about 2 inches away from the floor. Belly pulls in at the end of the exhale. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to right knee. Now reach your left leg forward. Relax your left hip. Curl tailbone up. Now lengthen, lowering your left foot down all the way to about 3 inches away from floor. Then pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg straight out and up towards the sky. Keep the chest lifted as you reach your elbows up. Pull belly in. Now breathe into your right hip. And as you breathe out, curl tailbone up. Now lengthen your right leg away from you, lowering your right foot so the heel is about 2 inches away from floor. Pull belly in and press your lower back down. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to right knee and reaching your left leg forward. Relax your left hip. Curl tailbone up. Send your left leg straight up. Pull belly in. Breathe into left hip. And as you exhale, lengthen your left leg away from you. You're lowering down so the heel is about 2 inches from floor. Now pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Exhale, release. Lower head and shoulders to floor and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. So your next pose today is bridge. Move your heels back towards your sit bones and line up heels with your sit bones, or heels are hip distance apart. Then relax your arms down by your side and relax your shoulders down away from your ears. As you press your sit bones towards the floor, you're lengthening the spine. So breathe in, lengthen spine, moving chest to chin. Press your feet to floor and exhale, tilt pelvis. Push the floor away with your feet as you lift up. Now breathe into your area, deep breath, feeling the energy that you're bringing to this area. And exhale, lift up, push the floor away. Lengthen, feel for lengthening ankles away from heels. Breathe to sternum, filling your heart up with breath. And as you exhale, as you lift up, feel as if you're pressing pubic bone up to sky. Breathe into lower back and lengthening lower ribs away from waist. And exhale, lift up, pushing the floor away as you lift. And feel the energy that you're drawing from the earth. Move this through your feet into thighs, moving it through the whole body. One more like this, deep breath. Exhale, tilt pelvis, lower upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis, lower mid back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower all the way down to the floor, keeping the tilt until down. Then roll to your right side. Bring your left arm to the floor by chest. Breathe in. On exhale, push the floor away as you're coming up and use your right hand to support your head and your neck. Coming down onto knees for your next pose. Your next pose today is dolphin. And today, perhaps you do dolphin with your hands clasped. You can do hands with your forearms parallel, but there's a couple of additions to the pose today, so really want you to try and have a go with this. Your hands are onto your biceps in this way. Your elbows are to the floor. You reach your hands forward and then clasp your hands. Keep the elbows, look at the elbows and ensure that the elbows are aligned with the shoulders or they're slightly narrower than the shoulders. So here's a demonstration for your pose today. In this pose, you take a deep breath, you lift, you spread your upper back and curl toes under. You exhale, you lift your knees off the floor and then moving chest back to thighs and knees. You stay here for a couple of breaths. Then you'll anchor into your left foot, into your right foot. Breathe in, you lift your left leg up and you reach it back. You stay for a couple of breaths. Then when you exhale, you lower your left foot to the floor and hook your big toe of the left foot over the Achilles tendons of the right heel. And then you're reaching the heels to floor for Achilles tendon stretch. And then you do exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so measure up. Your hands are onto biceps to measure distance. Your elbows are to the floor. Reach your hands forward and clasp your hands. Now, if you don't want to clasp your hands, you can have your forearms parallel, fingers reaching forward. Check your elbows are as wide or narrower than the shoulders, not wider than the shoulders. Relax neck, relax shoulders, relax your upper back. Take a deep breath into upper back. Now lift, spread the upper back and curl toes under. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor and then push the floor away, taking the weight away from shoulders. As you breathe in, spread your bridge, spread the upper back, broaden out towards armpits. And exhale, lengthen back, reaching your sit bones back to the back wall. On the next breath, breathe to heart, so filling your heart up with breath. And as you exhale, reach back, inner ankles as if they're squeezing towards each other as you reach back. Press down into your right foot, breathe in, lift your left leg up, and exhale, reach it back. Now, if you don't want to do it with one leg up, keep both feet up to the floor. Breathe into left hip, feel for sending left thigh away from hips. And as you exhale, you're lengthening your left leg away from you. Spread the toes and reach out with the ball of your foot. On the next breath, as you breathe in, send your left leg back. And as you breathe out, lower your left foot to the floor and hook your left big toe over the Achilles tendons of the right. And then reach both heels to the floor. Breathe into pelvis, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you reach your heels to the floor, feel as if you're moving belly away from the top of your right thigh. Feel for opening the back of calves and the Achilles tendons. Release your left foot, place your left foot to the floor. Then anchor down, press down into your left foot, breathe in, lift your right leg up, and exhale, reach it back. Breathe into right hip, feel for gliding right thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reaching that right leg away from you. On the next breath, as you breathe in, as you reach your right leg back, and exhale, lower and hook your right big toe over the Achilles tendons of the left heel. Then breathe into pelvis. And exhale, reach both heels to the floor and move your chest to thighs and knees. Keep the neck relaxed. One more breath here, deep breath.
Exhale, release. Place your right foot to the floor, bend the knees, and then come all the way on down to the floor. Push the floor away and breathe in as you're coming up to stand. You're standing on your mat. If you stand long ways onto your mat, you're coming into horse stance. So your heels are about 2.5 feet away from you. Your knees are bent, your hands are onto your thighs, and you're tractioning your thighs out towards the side. Look down, look at your knees, and then look at the toes, and then try to move your knees further back so your knees are lining up with the mid and third toe, the second and third toe, and go a little deeper and move your thighs out towards the side. Bird wing in horse stance. So as you breathe in, draw your hands together, the little fingers are touching. As you exhale, lift your chest and then open your arms out towards the side. Keep squeezing your elbows in. And then inhale. And then exhale, opening out to the side. 3 more like this. Breathe in. And then exhale, opening out. Keep feet active. Keep feeling for pushing the floor away. Inhale. And then exhale as you open out. 1 more. Breathe in. And exhale as you open out. And inhale, release. And stand, heel toe your feet together. And stand at the front of your mat. You stand with your feet together. If your back is tweaky, bring your feet a little bit wider. As you exhale, bring your hands together by chest. Press your feet to the floor. And as you breathe in, reaching your arms out and up towards the sky, lengthen spine. Keep the chest lifted and lift your back ribs up. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in, hands to the floor. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Pad your left knee if needed and push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands are down, step your right leg back for plank. Reaching back into heels, bend the knees. And as you breathe out, lower down, keeping the elbows tucked in. Once you're all the way down, bring your hands forward about 10 inches for low cobra. You've lengthened your legs back. Now breathe in, press your hands to the floor, and then draw your chest and ribs forward. So moving belly away from pelvis, lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, keep drawing chest and ribs forward as you come all the way down. Readjust, hands under the shoulders, breathe into lower back, curl toes under. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Lunge, inhale, step your left foot forward between the hands, right knees to the floor, pad the right knee if you needed, then push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands are down, step your right leg forward for forward bend. Keep the neck relaxed, and as you breathe in, stand, lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands together by chest. Inhale, arms up, lengthen through spine. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg back, bend your right knee. As you push the floor away, you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands are down, step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. From here, bend the knees. And as you breathe out, lower down, modified chaturanga as you lower down. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. Exhale, release, lower down. Press back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg forward between the hands, left knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, step your left leg forward for forward bend. Keep the neck relaxed. And as you breathe in, stand. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands together by chest. Chair pose, bend the knees. And as you breathe in, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, move your chest forward away from thighs and knees. And as you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keep the elbows tucked in. Breathe into cobra, move chest and ribs forward as you lengthening your legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your left foot forward by your left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Turn your right foot forward about 45 degrees angle and reach your arms up to the sky. Feel as if you're pushing the floor away with your feet. And as you exhale, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you exhale, lower down. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your right foot forward by right hand, left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down. Feel as if you're pushing the floor away. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. On the breath, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, step or hop your legs between the hands. And as you exhale, forward bend, you're lengthening through spine. Chair pose, knees are bent. Lift your chest as you reach your arms up, but soften shoulders. And as you breathe out, bring hands together by chest. So moving into a B series with 3 pose vignettes. So from here, bend the knees. And as you breathe in, reach your arms up, lift your chest. Shoulders soft. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, move your chest forward, away from thighs and knees. As you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keep elbows in. Breathe into cobra, move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Lunge, inhale, step your left foot forward between the hands. Place your right knee to the floor. Pad your right knee if you need. And then twisting lunge. Left hand is onto left thigh. Breathe in. Reach your right arm up as you open the right side ribs. And as you breathe out, your right elbow is over your left thigh knee. Make a fist with right hand. Left hand is on top. Press into your right shin. And breathe in. Lengthen your ribs away from right hip. Press your left foot to the floor. And as you breathe out, twist to the left. As you press your left foot down, breathe in and feel as if you're easing your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're twisting away from your left thigh. Breathe into lower back and easing the lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, softening the shoulders away from your ears. Now breathe into heart, feeling for energizing your heart. And as you breathe out, relax your right ear to right shoulder. Interlock on the next breath. Slide your left arm around the back and tuck it under your right hip. And your left arm is under your right arm is under your left thigh. Bind the hands or use clothing to bind. Press into your right leg. And as you breathe in, lengthen your right ribs away from right hip. As you press your left foot to the floor, twist to the left and glide your left shoulder away from left ear. Breathe to sternum, deep breath, feeling your heart opens up with breath. And as you breathe out, push the floor away with your left foot and open your heart, both shoulders are down. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your left foot. And then your next pose is lounge lunge. So reach your right hand forward about 8 inches ahead of the shoulder. Reach your right leg back and then support your left foot as you're gliding it forward. Now press down onto your right shin and breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, your right ribs are turning towards the inside of your left thigh. Breathe in and lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're arcing your chest towards your left thigh. Breathe into lower back as you're lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, if you can, you're taking it a little deeper. That right foot is active, it's lengthening away from you. Inhale, release. Hands either side of your left leg. Step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. And as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucked in. Breathe into cobra, moving chest and ribs forward as you're lengthening your legs back. Exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog. On the next breath, lunge, breathe in, step your right leg forward between the hands. Place your left knee to the floor, pad left knee if needed, and then reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Twisting lunge, as you place your right hand onto right thigh, breathe in, lengthen your left arm up, open side ribs. And as you breathe out, bring your left elbow over your right thigh. Make a fist with left hand, right hand is on top. Press into your left shin. As you breathe in, you're gliding the ribs away from left hip. And then press your right foot to the floor as you twist to the right side. Both feet are active. Now breathe in and lengthen ribs away from sacrum. And exhale, feel as if your right side ribs are lengthening away from your right hip. And breathe to heart, deep breath, energizing your heart with this breath. And as you exhale, relax your neck, left ears towards left shoulder. Interlock on the next breath, slide your left arm down on the outside of your right leg. And your right arm is around the back where you're binding the hands under your right thigh. Otherwise, if you have a strap, use a strap, or place your left hand onto right hip and right hand onto left hip and twist towards the right. Now breathe in, lengthening ribs away from sacrum. Push the floor away with your right leg on exhale as you twist to the right. Press your right foot to floor and then breathe in, glide your ribs away from right hip. And exhale as you twist towards the right, glide your right sit bone back. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your right foot. Set up for lunge. Your left leg is reaching back, your left hand is reaching forward. The hand is now about 10 inches away from the shoulder. Your right hand is tractioning your right thigh forward and just support your right leg. Reach back into left leg. And as you breathe in, glide the ribs forward away from left hip. As you press your right foot to the floor, you're gliding your left ribs towards the inside of your left leg. Inside of your right leg. Now breathe into lower back and lengthening out of lower back. And as you breathe out, reach your left leg back as you move your chest closer towards the right thigh. Now breathe to heart, energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, twist a little deeper, but reach your left leg back. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your right leg and step back for plank. Then reach back into heels, and as you exhale, lower down, pushing the floor away as you lower down. Breathe into cobra. Feel for moving your chest and your ribs forward. And exhale, release, lower down. Hands are under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back, curl toes under. And exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog. On the breath, bend the knees. And as you exhale, come on down. Then from here, you'll come down onto your back for back release pose. So you're lying down onto your back. Arms are down to the side. Your right foot is flat to the floor. Lift your left foot up and hook the foot over your right. Reach out with your heels, flexing the toes back towards the shins. Then lift your right foot up away from the floor. You have the option of taking the back of your right thigh, or if you can, take hold of your shin. Now breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to the floor. And as you breathe out, draw your right knee towards your right shoulder. Your feet are active. Feel as if you're gliding left thigh away from hip. And 2 more breaths here. Breathe into where you're feeling this most. And as you breathe out, drawing that knee in a little bit more. And 1 more like this. Breathe into where you're feeling this. And as you exhale, allowing your body to release at its own rate. Don't force this. And then release and change side. Your right foot comes over your left thigh just above the knee. Reach out with your heels, toes flexed back. Slide your right arm between the triangle that you've created, and you're taking hold of the bit behind your left thigh, or if you can, grab hold of your shin just below the knees. Hands are clasped. Neck, shoulders relaxed as much as you can. Breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your left knee towards your left shoulder. Your feet are active and your right thigh is easing out towards the right. Breathe into lower back, spread ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, if you can, you're taking it a little deeper. Now feel for moving belly away from the top of your left thigh. One more breath in this, deep breath. And exhale as you're taking it a little deeper. Then inhale, release. Bring use your hands to draw your knees together, and then clasp your hands so the hands are clasped on at the back of your thighs, and your calves are like resting onto your forearms. Keep the neck relaxed, and the neck is long, and the shoulders are soft. Now breathe into your lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're gliding your knees towards your shoulders and sending your sit bones away from you. Pull your belly in as much as you're able without hurting. And then relax and do this one more time. Breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to floor. And as you exhale, pull your belly in, and you're gliding your knees towards your shoulders, but the shoulders are down. Keep pulling belly in and keep sending your sit bones away from you and your lower back to the floor. Allowing this compression just to wake everything up, waking your organs up. And then relax. Place the soles of your feet to the floor. You can stay here with your arms relaxed down by your side, or bring the soles of your feet together so the knees are out to the side, or lengthen your legs out and bring your feet a little bit wider on your mat. And then allow yourself just to let go as you relax in your final pose in Shavasana. Shoulders are soft. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. And then feel yourself letting go, cell by cell, moment by moment, allowing yourself to just cool down and let go. And then notice the energy that you have generated through your poses today. Feel the energy as it moves through your body. Feel this in your fingertips, in the tips of the toes, and feel this into your skin barrier. So feel the edges of all points of you. And allow your breath to connect every part of you with itself. Every part of you feels connected. Now bring your breath in a little deeper and begin to stretch. Stretch in a way that delights your body. And then bend the knees. Move the knees to chest and then roll to your left side towards your heart center. Bring your right hand to the floor by your chest and then breathe in. Push the floor away with your right hand on exhale as you're coming up, using your left hand to support your head and neck as you come up. Come into seated position. Sit in the way that is comfortable for you to sit. And bring your hands together so the thumbs are lightly touching your sternum. And notice how you feel, and congratulate yourself for your practice today. Thank you for allowing me to guide through your practice today. So we're finishing together, breathe in, and exhale. Namaste. Thanks very much for joining the class today. You may feel some tightness into your body, so again, if you have any bathing, Epsom salt, magnesium salt, Dead Sea salt, any of those, keeping yourself, taking care of yourself, eating some nice food, and drink lots of water over the next period. There are lots of programs, classes on the DMU leisure website, so access those as many as you can, and try just keeping yourself healthy. If you have comments, we're always grateful to receive those, and keep looking out for the recommencements of the activities back in the sports centre in September. Have a great evening, have a great week.